I heard you're really good at it. I had to sit out last night's dancing session. I wasn't feeling too well. And I missed Mark's dancing, unfortunately. Did you get on camera?
Sad to see.
Two Australians called Jodie King and Mark Firkin have been travelling the world. They're aiming to drive from Perth to London, documenting their road trip on social media. They shoot lots of videos by drone, and it's gotten them into trouble in Iran. They have been detained in the notorious Evin prison for flying the device without a permit. King and Firkin have been sharing their experiences on their YouTube channel, The Way Over Land. The last post they made was in late June, just before their arrest. Followers and friends became alarmed after their accounts fell silent. The couple planned to travel from Australia across Southeast and Central Asia to end their journey in the United Kingdom. Human Rights Watch says it's not clear how many foreigners are detained in Iran. An Australian academic was arrested last October. She hasn't been named as it may harm prospects for her release. She's serving a 10-year prison sentence for unknown charges. The detentions come amid tensions between Iran and the United States and some of its allies, including Australia and the UK. Iran has not yet commented. Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison says he will ensure King, Firkin and the third Australian are released.
These are always very sensitive cases, and they're never issues that are addressed well by offering public commentary on them. And I note that in at least one of these cases, that's a view that's been expressed by family members. So we will continue to pursue these matters in the interests of the Australians who are at the centre of these cases.
The question is, what bargaining tools will the Australian government use to secure their release? It won't be an easy task.
Yeah, so we've been driving for a couple of kilometres now.
Kaveh Taheri was once detained by the Iranian state and now campaigns for the release of political prisoners. He described his experiences in detention and gave us what he thinks it would take to secure the blogger's release.
We all know that the regime accuses anybody it wants on the weight charges, ambiguous charges and false charges like espionage or a relationship with the alleged hostile Israel or the other countries. We cannot and we should not accept these false charges. So all states in the world should bring pressure upon the regime to stop its malicious activities and release the hostages. I think they would be released soon if the international community continues its pressure upon the regime. My experience could be totally different because I was an Iranian political prisoner, not a foreigner. I was blindfolded in a solitary confinement without any appropriate bathroom or a bed, and they would blindfold me and make me sit on the floor facing a wall for long hours and in an absolute silence. And then they suddenly would start screaming sexual words or something like that. And they would tell me that I would be executed or be given a long-term prison sentence.